I think it's scalping mode. Anybody wants the long side today, the risk is from this gap back here, I believe. And this is the gap area right in here. So anybody that played for gap, obviously you got to be in ahead of the news if that's what you're doing, or jump in and you're trying to get that a point or whatever. I think the risk obviously is still from 59.25 yesterday's demon. I'm looking at the 30-minute chart and the 5-minute chart. Those two charts seem to be the ones that are important for now. And I don't believe that traders who just close their eyes and buy in the long run will make out. There are always going to be opportunities for that type of trading to work, but over the long haul they will not. So we're going to call this as our aggressive support, as we said earlier, right here. It's 54 to 55. And then back here at the 52, there's a gap down here overnight, intraday gap. Very unusual. The squeeze can be perpetuated. So anybody that was up early, if you see this kind of a gap, assume that it's a gap that, you know, is an expansion gap that's designed to squeeze. In my opinion, the big problem is we've already hit what I thought would be the squeeze target, which would be the 59 to 59.25. You know, if you're looking at yesterday's range, you're looking at the demon. You know, here's your 59.25 from yesterday, and then obviously anything above it that it wants, if it wants to squeeze and take out targets up there. So I don't trust this market. You know, last night I went to bed like 12:15, almost 12:30, and it was just sitting there at the 50. And I'm saying, you know, I really believed in my 52. I thought that 52 would hold. Why is it back here already? Then I wake up, and I wake up, and the thing is right in here, and I'm saying, uh-oh. These guys are pulling a fast one. They shake and bake, you know. They knocked everybody out, took out these, you know, all these longs, and then they've come back up yet again. So these guys are just playing nasty. It's almost like, yeah, we're going to go a little bit higher, but we don't want you to come with us. So I would be very careful today. Potential target, yeah, we've got. Well, don't forget the last contract. You know, the high was 65. So I'm thinking that, you know, can we get a higher high? I think so. I think that's the sucker move, to get the higher high and then come back through. We don't have to. If you read last night's blog, we don't have to do that. But it was my thinking that that would fool everybody by doing it that way. So it appears to me, if you want the long side, you really have to take the risk. And if you're wrong, just take your stop out and try it again from a lower level. It just seems to me that today is going into the holiday week, the quarter ends, all that. They're looking to put an exclamation on it, maybe. Thank you, Jay. That was my feeling, and my feeling was that that's not necessarily, it does not have to happen. But I agree. If this 56.75 holds up, then obviously that's for the push long side. But I'm not sure it will. I can see it on the 5-minute chart. I can see it on the 10. So if you take a position that, yes, I think that's for the long side, then just manage it. That's all. The boys have become adept at shaking out and then going. So, you're buying the highs. As long as you're willing to accept that, you're buying the highs, fine. And in a day like today, don't be afraid of missing. And shorts today are, I believe, obviously fuel for the fire. I'm going to keep my eye on this. This run from here to here, unobstructed from the 98 area. So I think that's your risk on this pattern over here. All right, anybody shorting 62 resistance, trying to come backwards into the range. And don't be surprised if we get a couple of head fakes in both directions. You're right. Absolutely. March Madness. What can I say?